This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom. The AFC West has been owned by the Chiefs for some time. They've won the division 8 years in a row, but this year, it seems like it might not come as easy. Today, we're going to preview the AFC West, dive a little bit deeper into these teams, and give a record prediction for each of them. The reigning Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs remain top dog in the NFL. Between Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and 3 Super Bowl rings in the last 5 years, the Chiefs could definitely be considered a dynasty. They're running it back with the same roster this year, with the addition of a few pieces. The theme of the Chiefs has been speed. Without Tyreek Hill, they've replaced his speed this offseason with the additions of Hollywood Brown and rookie Xavier Worthy. Their outlook in their first year with the team is already high, strictly because of this quarterback play. The offense will stay atop of the league with Patrick Mahomes under center. The Chiefs' defense was also elite last season. They were second in total defense, and they have most of the same squad coming back. In all, Kansas City looks to, once again, be one of the best teams in the NFL and become back-to-back Super Bowl champions. I'll put their record this year at 13-4. The Raiders are a team still trying to find their footing. Last year, they finished with an 8-9 record in a roundabout circle of coaching mistakes, uncertainty, and pretty much every disaster you can imagine with a football team. They hired last year's interim coach Antonio Pierce as their full-time head coach, and just as he lit a fire underneath the team last year, he looks to get this franchise back on the right track. Vegas will have Gardner Minshew under center, and he could very well stabilize this team's quarterback play, which, has been questionable the last few years. He's been bouncing around as a backup, but this could be the chance to revitalize his career. The Raiders went out and got Minshew some help, signing Michael Gallup and drafting arguably the best skill player in the draft in Brock Bowers. There's still some major gaps in this team's roster, specifically in the running back room and offensive line. With Antonio Pierce being a defensive guy, it's reasonable to expect an upgrade in their team's defensive play this season. Max Crosby is still one of the best defensive players in the league, and they added Christian Wilkins to this D-line as well. They were pretty middle of the pack last year, but there should be improvement in 2024. The Raiders are on a right path, but with all the experience and talent in this division, I do see a tough year for Vegas and another 8-9 record. Are you looking for a new book this football season? BetUS is the answer. BetUS is my favorite place to bet on sports. They have the fastest payouts in the industry, along with a fast and easy withdrawal process and 24/7 personalized customer service 365 days a year. You also get 10% back on your net losses twice a year. Did you know that BetUS can even give you your very own personal account manager? They have the best betting variety in the business. Between pregame, live betting, parlays, and prop bets, I have everything I need on BetUS. Click the link in the description for a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, along with a 200% crypto deposit bonus. The Los Angeles Chargers are one of the most intriguing teams heading into this season. To be frank, I loved what the Chargers did this offseason. They acquired the biggest head coaching name on the market in Jim Harbaugh and had a killer draft. Harbaugh is going to immediately bring experience and stability to a franchise that has needed it for a while, and hopefully utilize Justin Herbert to be the elite quarterback that fans know he can be. Even though they lost Mike Williams and Austin Eckler, they added so much as well. They drafted the best offensive lineman in the draft in Joe Alt, and somehow also got Georgia receiver Ladd McConkey. Not to mention, they also signed both Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins to lead their running back room this year. If the Chargers defense can be any better than they were last season, which was 28th in the league, then this team could be a real threat in the AFC. There's no doubt the talent on defense is there, and I'm really high on linebacker Junior Colson, especially since he's staying with Harbaugh, who coached him at Michigan. I think this could be a really good year in Los Angeles, so I'll put their record at 10-7. The last team here is the Denver Broncos. Denver's roster looks a lot different than last year, especially on offense. In the quarterback room, the team moved off of Russell Wilson to draft Bo Nix in the first round and acquire Zach Wilson from the Jets. Honestly, this isn't ideal for Denver. Nix is a rookie, and he's going to need to sit. Not many had Nix graded as a first-round talent, but that didn't stop Denver from taking him early in the first. In this case, if Wilson starts week 1, it could be a rough start. If Denver wants to punt on the year, then starting Wilson all year could yield results. On the other hand, if Nick starts, he could really struggle. On the bright side, Denver's defense should be pretty solid. Adding John Franklin Myers will definitely help this defensive line, and Pat Surtain is one of the best in the league at his position. Nonetheless, I don't see the Broncos having a ton of success this year, so I'll put their record at 4-13. That was my preview of the AFC West for the 2024 NFL season. To recap, I have the Broncos finishing in last with a record of 4-13, the Raiders in third at 8-9, the Chargers in second at 10-7, and the Chiefs remaining atop the division at 13-4. Stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you agree or disagree with our assessment of the AFC West. We'll see you in the next one.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.